In Ireland, Arkle has been a free running front runner. That was my guess, but either way we're going to be assured of a strong pace, and that will probably suit Simonsig, who one of his Achilles heels he can pull a bit hard. Again, I think he'll settle in a strongly run race.
Who's the likeliest outsider?
None of them.
Tap Night.
OK. Right, they're heading out for our second race, which is the Racing Post Arkle Challenge Trophy Chase, and we can enjoy this in the company of Mike Cattermole.
Lydia, thank you very much indeed. Can't wait for this. For me, this is one of the highlights of a fabulous week. Runners beginning to be called into the tape then for the Racing Post Arkle. Hold on to your hats. Here we go. They're off and racing for the Arkle, and Overturn, as expected, will lead them towards the first of 13 fences here. Majala in the blue sleeves. Look at Simonsig. He's pulling Barry Geraghty's arms out. Majala made a bad mistake at the first and nodded quite badly, but Overturn leads by a couple of lengths or so, but Simonsig is very keen in the early stages as he jumped that alongside on the outside there. Arvika Legionnaire, who now goes second. Overturn settling down in front from Arvika Legionnaire. Simonsig, who's very free indeed. He was on his way down to the start as well. Bailey Green is behind him in fourth place. Majala, Tap Night and His Excellency in last place. Up they come the hill then towards the next fence, and they all jumped it okay. That was number 3, and this is number 4 for Overturn, who comes towards it now with a lead of about half a length from Arvika Legionnaire on the outside. In third then is the grey Simonsig, the odds-on favourite, who's just beginning to settle better now for Barry Geraghty as they race on up the hill towards the 5th fence here. In 4th place is Bailey Green. Majala is in 6th, followed by Tap Night. As they took that, 1 or 2 jumping out to the right. Tap Night together there with His Excellency as they head off down the hill towards the 4 fences down the side of the course. So it's Overturn, not blazing as much of a trail perhaps as we had thought, with Arvika Legionnaire on his outside. They're being tracked by Simonsig between horses. Took that in 3rd. Bailey Green 4th. A mistake slightly by Majala, left his hind legs trailing a bit in that fence. His Excellency and Tap Night at the back of the field as they go down the hill towards the water jump now. Overturn Arvika Legionnaire. Mistake at the back there by Tap Night, who's relegated now to last place as they get ready for the first open ditch. Overturn and Jason Maguire from Arvika Legionnaire jumped that beautifully for Ruby Walsh on the outside, unlike Majala. At this stage, Simonsig is right between horses in 3rd spot, followed by Bailey Green as they get ready for the last fence on this part of the course. And Simonsig hit that hard. That's the first mistake he's made in public, Simonsig, and it was a pretty nasty moment there for Barry Geraghty, but the horse is travelling pretty sweetly still. He's now disputing second with Arvika Legionnaire as Overturn leads them towards the ditch over on the far side at the top of the hill. Overturn the leader, Simonsig, much better lead by him. Bailey Green 3rd. Arvika Legionnaire was tardy at that, lost a little bit of ground and seems to be weakening out of it in 4th. Followed then in 5th place by His Excellency. It looks as though Arvika Legionnaire is going to be pulled up by Ruby Walsh. Majala is well outclassed at this stage, as indeed towards the back is Tap Night. But now the race is on. Overturn heading off down the hill, being chased now by Simonsig. Followed in 3rd place by Bailey Green, who's not too far off them. Neither too is His Excellency, who's running a big race for one of the outsiders here as they head down the hill towards the 3rd last in the Arkle. Overturn in tight, hit it hard. Oh, and it's a bad error. Also a mistake by His Excellency in 4th. Arvika Legionnaire is that right out of it, has been pulled up as Simonsig now takes over for the first time coming down the hill under Barry Geraghty from Overturn 2nd. Bailey Green looks the threat now. He's also running a big race. Now goes into 2nd place in front of Overturn as they turn for home in the Racing Post Arkle, and Simonsig has put daylight between himself and Bailey Green. He goes up by 4 lengths. Here's the second last. Simonsig, great leap from Bailey Green in 2nd place. His Excellency is staying on for 3rd. 1 more fence to go for Simonsig, coming up towards it now. Got in a bit tight, but he's over it. He's clear by 2 lengths, but Bailey Green is coming back at him. Simonsig has got to pull out a bit more here. Bailey Green, a big threat on the near side. Barry Geraghty getting serious on Simonsig, who's really driven out but will collect the Racing Post Arkle in workmanlike fashion. Beats Bailey Green into 2nd. Back in 3rd was His Excellency. Overturn faded into 4th. Tap Night and then Majala last.
Simonsig has won, and he too, like Champagne Fever, becomes a horse at the double at the Cheltenham Festival, but there were some scares. He blundered at the 9th and he wasn't imperious up the hill at all, but he has won the 8 to 15 favourite for Barry Geraghty and Nicky Henderson. A massive run from Bailey Green in second for David Casey and Mouse Morris. Many congratulations to them for bringing that horse to the festival and it running so well, and his excellency is third. Lincoln for the first time, Tom Scudamore and David Pipe teaming up. Overturn only fourth. He too made a significant error and was quickly beaten afterwards. Well, Steve, he hasn't won in the manner that you would have thought, but he has managed to win.
I think he's done 3 things wrong. He pulled for 1.25 miles. He's hit one fence. We all want to know how he'd react to a bad fence. To be fair, you can't fault his attitude. He reacted really well, and he's come under pressure and he's found on the running. He wasn't brilliant, but I think he did an awful lot right, having done an awful lot run, and in the end he's a worthy winner.
Yes, contrasting